One Michigan dairy is converting to A2 milk. The ethanol industry is feeling the burn as small refinery exemptions reduce demand for corn. And agricultural producers can now enroll in the agriculture risk coverage and price loss coverage programs for the 2019 crop year. I'm Janelle Brose, and this is Farm News 5.
Farm News 5 is brought to you by Ford.
Declining milk prices and profit margins are driving Nashville, Michigan's Moo-Ville Dairy Farm to make the switch from conventional milk to A2 milk. Conventional milk is made up of a number of ingredients including A1 and A2 proteins, whereas A2 milk contains only A2 proteins. Those proteins are said to be easier on the digestive system than traditional milk.
Pretty much the main reason we wanted to go to it is fluid milk's getting harder to sell. A lot of people are going to almond or soy milk, so it just made it easier to be able to have some sort of niche in order to sell more fluid milk, because that is kind of our monkey wrench in our operation. So with the A2 milk, we hope the main thing is going to be fluid milk. We're hoping that it increases our sales. Basically, people are able to easier digest it. It takes away that one other protein that makes it harder for people to digest it. So we're hoping the fluid milk sales continue to grow. Other products that we also make, like cheese, butter, and ice cream and stuff like that. But with that, we're buying in a little bit of product, so we're not able to make A2 ice cream or anything like that right away. We would like to eventually, but it's going to take time. For dairy breeders and dairy farms around, there's a lot of people breeding for A2, so they're transitioning their cows over. But what makes us unique is that we're able to control the cows and the creamery. A lot of people can only control the farm, but not the creamery. So there's no other milk corporations taking it in at this time. So that way we can hopefully just kind of hit the market first and be able to go out there. As far as we know right now, there is no one else doing it in the state. And we don't really know about anybody even in the Midwest doing it quite yet.
Here's the utter facts. Cows can carry one of three sets of proteins: A1, A1A2, or A2. In order to produce A2 milk, Moo-Ville is in the midst of converting its entire herd to cows that produce only the A2 protein.
A year and a half ago, we tested all the cows, everything on the farm, milk cows, heifers, dry cows, different things like that. And when we identified the A1 cows, we calved them in, and that's at that point we decided to sell them. So over the last year, we've sold out about 100 cows. So it's just a process to be able to sell them at the right time when they're most marketable. 90% of the cows are A2 right now. We're hoping by 2020 that we'll be 100% and we'll be able to start selling A2 milk. We're hoping it's a growing industry. Australia and New Zealand are two countries that are on the cutting edge of that, and that's really big in those two countries, and it's growing in Europe, and normally what happens in Europe happens in America a couple years later. So we're hoping that it grows. We don't have any specific data or anything like that. It's kind of we're hoping we're hedging the market correctly. So there's the A2 milk company, and they sell their milk through Myers right now. They sell theirs for like $5 for a half a gallon, and we sell $3.25 for a gallon. We're honestly hoping not even to have to move the price. Our hope is to do that, but we're just hoping it sells more fluid milk to be able to increase sales without moving price.
If you want a car from a company that's been building them for 115 years, get a Ford. If you want a car with driver assist technology, get a Ford. You're gonna want a Ford.
Corn growers across Michigan have spent the last month making their feelings known about an EPA decision in August to grant 31 small refinery exemptions. The move has rattled the biofuel industry as refineries cut production or go idle.
So since that announcement went out, we have strategically went out to write letters of objection to granting of those. We had close to 200 letters that got sent out to both the administration and to EPA that the granting of these waivers and the devastation that it's actually doing on the farm. And it seems like it's maybe fallen on deaf ears a little bit. However, I think the administration has definitely paid attention to our comments with regards to these, as he is looking to see how he could, save face with our American farmers. You know, whatever this giant package is, we've already have demand destruction. And the farmers need help, and they need the markets now. They don't need something in 2020 or 2021. So, you know, if we don't get some recourse to correct that the pathway that we have gone down to get those gallons somehow back, it's really going to be devastating to the American ag.
President Trump has pledged to announce some sort of relief package to help farmers. However, it has yet to take shape.
And so that's why we're actually trying to look past all of this recently that's happened and try to focus on, is there something we can do for new fuels into the future? And that's why we're really working on a high octane, low carbon fuel, of which we know that agriculture is a solution to a lot of our environmental issues that we have. And so we're actually trying to make sure that the administration and others are aware of how we can be that solution into the future.
Do you understand how the new GAMPs apply to you? Compliance with the GAMP is critical to benefiting from the protections of the Michigan Right to Farm Act. Learn more at fosterswift.com.
Agricultural producers can now enroll in the Agriculture Risk Coverage and Price Loss Coverage programs for the 2019 crop year. Updated provisions in the 2018 Farm Bill allow producers with an interest in a farm to enroll and elect coverage in crop-by-crop ARC County, or PLC, or ARC Individual for the entire farm for the program year 2019. The election applies to both the 2019 and 2020 crop years. Interested producers must sign up for either program by March 15, 2020. For more news and video, visit MichiganFarmNews.com and the Michigan Farm Bureau channel on YouTube. With Farm News 5, I'm Janelle Brose. Have a great week of farming.